I'm Courtney and welcome to God Ordained Fitness. I'm so glad to have you here as part of this community. We're going to jump into a shoulder shenanigans workout today that I'm psyched for and glad to have you join me with. But before we do that, I do want to share a piece of scripture coming to us for today. It comes from Matthew 20:28. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. So good on so many different levels, and I could probably go do a whole Bible study on this, but just thinking of it in a practical way, we get so wrapped up in our to-dos and todays and the me and my world, and it's just such a great reminder that we are here to serve. Just as our Christ was and God was here to serve, we're here to serve others. So keep that in mind as you go about your day. All right, let's get to it, guys. I'm Courtney and welcome to God Ordained Fitness. Today we have a workout that I'm calling shoulder shenanigans. It's gonna be a good upper body workout, but really targeting our shoulders. Before we jump into it, let's do a little warm up. So let's start with just some jumping jacks. To get the blood pumping, get moving, loosen up. And let's do some high knees. Pick those knees up. Stay in place. And kick those heels up to your butt. And a couple just easy but big squats. Loosen up those legs, get them moving. Give me one more big squat. All right, and some arm circles back. So we're mainly gonna be hitting shoulders today, but we'll be incorporating a little tricep. There'll be some bicep action, a little bit of back as well. Circle to the front and crisscross. Feels good, huh? Get it moving. And a little spinal rotation here. Lean to one side and the other side. Feel it stretching all the way down your side, into your obliques, probably a little bit into that hip. One more time each side. Maybe even down your legs a little bit, depending how stiff and maybe how old you are. All right, couple circles back and forwards. All right, let's do it. All right, first thing we're gonna do, you're gonna want to set of dumbbells for this. Some of the exercises you're only gonna need one. Some you'll use two. Just kind of middle tier, nothing crazy heavy. I'm gonna grab my set of dumbbells, and I'm really gonna stick with the same set for the whole time. So, all right, so the first exercise, you're gonna be on your knees, okay? So you're kneeling, and you're going to lean slightly backwards. So now I'm already activating my legs, so surprise, you get a little leg action too. I'm activating my quads, my legs are working, my hip flexors are flat, so I'm not sticking my booty out. And I'm gonna do front raises out in front of me, okay? So I'm working those shoulders here. If this bothers your knees, you could also opt to do this seated. You could just sit down and do it. You can also do it standing. So totally up to you. I just am able to engage my quads a little bit here when I'm leaning slightly backwards and using my core. So we're gonna go for 30 seconds on. We'll take a 15-second break to transition to the next thing. So ready? Y'all ready? Get down those knees, lean slightly back. Think about squeezing your booty, hips are flat, and let's go. So lifting it to the front. You'll realize that just by leaning backwards slightly, well, again, your quads are engaged, but you're actually gonna feel this in your core as well, okay? Good job, y'all. Think about pulling your belly button in, pull it into your spine. Got less than 10 seconds here. Keep those hips flat, squeeze your booty, and time. Nice job. All right, next exercise. You're gonna take it down to the mat. You have 2 dumbbells this time. And we're gonna do a skull crusher with an alternating leg raise, but with hips lifted, okay? So I'm gonna lift my hips up. I'm gonna take the dumbbells, reach them up to the ceiling. One leg is out. I'm doing a skull crusher. Switch to the other leg and skull crusher. All right? So take it on down to your mat. Option would be not lifting the hips, just laying flat in the ground. That's completely fine, okay? All right, here we go, 30 seconds. So this is what we're doing if we're not lifting our hips or you're lifting up. You can stay here, just kind of brace yourself here, or you could lift that leg up. All right, let's go. And then you'll switch to the other leg. Think about pulling that belly button in. Try and keep your elbows still. It's just movement happening from your elbows to your wrist. Bringing those dumbbells right next to your ears. Digging your heels into the ground. I know, so many things to think about, huh? Last 3 seconds, y'all. 2, 1, nice job. Probably burned a little more than you thought it would, huh? All right, let's take it back to those knees, or you can opt to do this standing. Totally up to you. The reason I like to do it kneeling is I'm not able to cheat or swing or sway my body to help me at all. So I'm gonna start with one arm up, one arm's gonna be down, okay? Actually, I guess I'll stay right here. And I'm gonna just change positions. So I'm kind of going through a curl action at the same time, all right? So jump on down, join me, ready, let's go. So I'm curling that bottom arm as I press it up. So really I'm just changing movements each time. Couldn't get my words out here. So pretty soon, pretty quickly, you'll feel, oh wow, my shoulders, they're a-dying. And when you start pressing from in this position, as opposed to doing a shoulder press that's out here, oftentimes, you'll feel your shoulders engaged a little bit differently. Last 3 seconds, come on. Give me one more. Nice, put those down. All right, no weights this time. We're gonna do a push-up to a Superman, okay? I'm gonna have you do your push-ups. You are welcome to do them on your knees. You can do them regular. I'm actually gonna do them on my knees because your shoulders are gonna be fried by the end of this. So I'm gonna get in this position, okay? We're gonna start with time. Hips are flat. I'm gonna do a push-up, a full push-up, lay down, Superman. So get up to your starting point. Do a full push-up, take it on down, Superman. So you're actually doing almost 2 push-ups every single time if you count going from the ground. So from here, I'm basically doing 2 push-ups. 1, that's the second one. And then lift it up. 10 seconds, y'all. Nice job. On that Superman, you're trying to get as much of your body up off the ground, trying to only have your belly button on the ground. And that's time. Nice job. Woo, shake it out. Last exercise of this circuit. Take those dumbbells. We're gonna lay on our back. What you're using the dumbbells for is really just to anchor yourself. So what I'm gonna think about doing is pressing my dumbbells into the floor like I'm trying to make them go through the floor, okay? And then we're gonna do alternating leg kicks. I want you to do this keeping your head off the floor if you can. It's gonna engage your stomach a little bit more, okay? So jump on down to that mat, feet to the ceiling, get those dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, just press your hands into the floor super hard. Ready, set, let's go. So the harder you're pressing those dumbbells into the floor, the harder your core and your abs are working. Also, it's making my triceps work. So my triceps right here are engaged as well. Nice job. Press that lower back into the floor. Think about pulling your belly button into your spine, pulling it down. Keep pressing those weights into the ground. 5 more seconds. Y'all got it. Press them in the floor. Press them in the floor. Last one. And time. Nice job. Woo, I'm gonna stand on up, shake it out. 1 set down. We're gonna do 3 rounds of that. Probably worked a little bit differently than you expected, right? Like we were, even though it was mainly upper body, mainly shoulders, core was really working, legs were working. When we were doing the lean back, you had your quads working. We were using that booty when we were doing the hip lifts with that leg up in the air. So surprise, it was really full body, but targeting shoulders big time. So shake it out. Take about 20 more seconds, and then we'll start again for round 2, okay? You need to get some water, grab some. I need some. Let that heart rate come back down. So remember that first exercise, we'll take it down the mat. We'll do that lean back, lift to the front, okay? Got those front raises. You can use 2 weights. I'm just using a single weight, so totally up to you. Also depends on what size weights you have available. So if you have lighter weights available, grab 2 of them. All right, let's do it, y'all. Take it on down to the mat. I keep forgetting the time. 30 seconds on. Ready? Lean it back, and let's go. Squeeze that booty. Hips are flat. The further you're leaning back, the more you're using your core, the more your quads are working as well. Nice job, guys. Keep it going. Pull that stomach in. Make sure you're breathing, right? Take that deep breath in. breathe it out. We got 5 more seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Put that weight down. Take it to your back. We're gonna do those skull crushers. 2 weights this time, hips lifted, alternating those legs, okay? So we got 15 seconds in between. It goes fast. We only got 5 seconds, right? Set, lift those hips, and here we go. Skull crusher, bringing those dumbbells right next to your ears, keeping those hips lifted. The goal is that you don't let your hips drop. You're just simply switching legs, okay? Nice job. Keep those hips up. Want to see flat hips. Dig your heel into the ground so that you can get the absolute most work for that booty as possible. Nice job. Triceps should be burning. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Put it down. Nice work. All right, we're gonna do the alternating curl to press. Totally up to you if you wanna be up on your feet. I'm actually gonna stand up this round. You know why? My knees hurt. Maybe you have a really soft mat, but my knees hurt. So I'm gonna stand up on this round. And we're gonna do that curl to press, all right? So one arm up in the air, and then we're just switching positions. Here we go. Switch it. You wanna make sure you're going through that middle tier right here. You wanna go through this position every single time. So get through that position, press it up. Nice job. These ones start to burn pretty quick. I decided these are the hardest ones for me. Different for everyone. Probably have a different one that's more your nemesis. These are harder for me. All right, we got less than 10. We're at 3 here. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. All right, we're on the push-up. So push-up to Superman. Totally up to you. If you wanted to take your push-ups and do a full push-up, you got it. You can also stick with on your knees, really targeting that back there. Another option would be walking those hips back even more for that push-up if they're a challenge, and then you can still lay all the way down for that Superman, or you can stay right there at the push-ups if the Supermans bother you. So totally up to you. I want this to be tailored and catered to what is best for your body. All right, here we go. My hips are flat. Press those hips forward. Doing that push-up. Lay it down. Superman. Take it up. The other reason I like to do these here on my knees, you can't cheat. It's really easy to do a push-up and just bob your head or not go all the way down. I don't want you cheating on these. So I'd rather take it back a step, really force those shoulders, your back to be working, holding proper alignment, doing it correctly. Come on, last one. We're out of time. We finished that one a little early. All right, flutter kicks here. Grab those dumbbells. We're gonna anchor the weights, press them into the ground, press them down, and flutter those legs. Here we go. Big flutters. Press the weights. The harder you press the weights, the more you're working your abs. Keep working those triceps. Pulling that belly button in. Make sure you're breathing. Deep breath in and breathe it out. Nice job. Y'all are doing great. Come on, keep it going. We've got 10 seconds. Press the weights. You gotta keep reminding yourself, press them in the ground. Come on, for 5 more seconds, as hard as you can. And time, nice work. Stand it on up, get some water. My heart rate's up. Alrighty, 10 more seconds, we'll start round 3. Shake those arms out. Start with those front raises first, okay? Just using 1 dumbbell for these. Again, completely up to what you have available. You may opt to do 2. You might not have any weights, and that's okay too. You can still be working your shoulders and your upper body without using any dumbbells. All right, ready, set, here we go. Lean it back, front raises. Flat hips, pull that belly button in. Nice job. Last round here, give it all you got. Squeezing that weight. Think about pressing your palms together. Again, you're gonna work your shoulders a little bit extra doing it that way, as well as your triceps. Well, we got 5 more seconds. Come on, guys. 3, 2, 1, and time. On to triceps now. Take it onto your back. And maybe each round you do it a little bit differently. Maybe you started just laying flat on your back. The second round, you're just doing it with a hip raise. You can be right here and just doing the whole set with just your triceps and digging your heels into the ground, okay? All right, ready, set, let's go. So many different ways that you can modify to make it harder, make it a little easier. Maybe you're coming back from an injury and something bothers a certain muscle group, completely fine. Nice job. Keep those elbows still. Bringing those dumbbells down right next to your ears. We're at 5 seconds. Come on, guys. Give me one more on each side. Last one here. Press that heel. And done. Put those to the side. I'm gonna stand it on up. Again, up to you. On your knees, you can do it standing. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna do it on my knees this time. So I didn't have to stand last time. We're gonna do those alternating curl to press, okay? So one arm up, and that's the end of our rest time. Let's go. Bring it through that middle tier. Okay, that's kind of our starting point right there. We want to make sure we're passing through that every single time. Ooh, my left arm is a lot harder than my right arm. What about y'all? Probably have one that's a little bit easier than the other. Good job. Got less than 10 seconds here. Come on, 5 seconds, you got it. 3, 2, 1, put them down. Push-ups this time. Push up to that Superman. And if you want to just stick with just a regular push-up, you can do that as well. So totally up to you, lots of flexibility. Got 5 seconds. Get in a position and ready, set, let's go. Holding good body positions here. You always want to keep your hips flat, most of the time I should say, but you want to keep them flat here. I'm also focusing on squeezing my booty so that my glutes are engaged here, okay? Come on, y'all, we're almost done. Give me one more rep. One more rep, come on, best you got. Awesome. All right, roll it on over, grab those weights for the last thing here. We're gonna do those flutter kicks with the weights anchored next to you. Last one here, ready? Grab those weights, press them into the floor, and let's go. Press them down. Working those triceps, working your abs. Your lower back is pressed down into the ground. I'm thinking about rolling my hips under, so I'm rolling them under so that I don't have an archy sway back. Keep pressing those weights. Come on, press them down. We're almost there, y'all. You got about 5 seconds here. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Let those weights fall. Stretch it on back. Take a deep breath. And blow it out. Woo, nice work. Pull one leg up to the ceiling. Give it a couple tugs towards you. This top foot, I want you to flex and point that foot. Flex it and point it. Flex it and point it. One more time. Good, other leg. Pull that leg towards you. Feel in the back of your leg. Elongate, stretch it out. Same thing, flex it, point it. Oh yeah, should be burning right down there, right in the back of your knee. Good. Take both feet, grab your heels. Think about pulling your knees down towards the floor. So I'm grabbing my heels, pulling my knees so they're coming down towards the floor. Probably feel your back release. Didn't know your back had to release, but wow, there it is. Good, knees together. All right, and let's stand it on up. Reach both arms up, grab your elbow on one arm, and you're trying to reach that hand down like towards your neck. Stretching the back of your arm, stretching out that tricep. That upper body. Stretch out after working those muscles hard. Other arm, reach it up, reach your hand back to the back of your neck, kind of in that upper back area. I like to kind of push my head back into my elbow a little bit, get that extra stretch there in my triceps. All right, reach your hands behind you. Try to grab your hands behind you. You're trying to just lift your hands up off of your booty as much as you can. Maybe you can get it higher. Maybe for a little extra help, you lean forward and let it fall, let gravity help out. love this stretch. All right, and then take one arm, whoo, and cross your body. Got dizzy there. Feel that shoulder stretch. And the other arm. Stretch it across, pull it towards you. Few neck circles each way. So good and so important to remember to stretch out after you finish your workouts. And I have way more stretches and ideas for you on my app, so check it out there, God Ordained Fitness. I'm so glad that you guys joined me today for this upper body workout, these shoulder shenanigans. Hope you loved it, but yeah, check out my social media, and check out my app, okay? There's way more there. Love having you guys part of this community. We'll see you next time.